In Search of Lan.
And we are back with another In Search of Lan episode. I am James, and today I have Keiron here. How are you, man?
I'm good, man.
Good stuff. How's things, life? How's life going?
You know it is, the daily grind, the daily grind.
You seen Star Wars, yeah?
Of course, man.
Then
Of course I've seen Star Wars. Come on,
that's
man.
all that matters, isn't it?
That's all that matters. My life in 2015 has now been completed.
Yeah. Your journey to the dark side is now complete. So,
definitely.
Just a few housekeeping notes, guys. If you haven't checked out our Corey Marshall interview, make sure you do check that out. It's up on the channel. There'll be a link on the in the description or on the video. So yeah, go check that out. In the next few episodes, we'll be having Adam Corlick come onto the show. We're just in talks with him, trying to nail down a date. So he'll be coming on very soon. We're not sure if we're going to do a Q&A. If we do, we'll let you know on Twitter, or we'll just upload a video to get you guys questions. So, today's episode, Key, we will carry on with the locations, and today's location is Dobuita.
Awesome. Pick up where we left off, simple as that.
Yeah, it's the one, man. And I thought it was fitting as well, very Christmassy. This is I'll never forget in Dobuita when it turns Christmas in the game. They put all the decorations up and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be cool to talk about it. So what's your memories of Dobuita? Any key memories?
Key memories. I don't know. I can't really have any key memories. It was just such a vast area and so much to do. You know, it's quite difficult to kind of pin down one, specific amazing event that happened. I'll be brutally honest with you. The whole of the area, I absolutely love the whole location. The fact that it had such a diverse variety of, say,
the shops,
stores, shops, arcades,
NPCs.
And all that. And like I said, when we joked around in one of the previous episodes about how Shenmue is a life simulator. It's like you think about it. Again, it just feels like you're walking into a real life town, with real life people getting on with their real life situations. And it's absolutely phenomenal.
What was your favourite store in Dobuita?
My favourite store?
Yeah, your favourite shop or anything.
I think my favourite store. My favourite place, even though it wasn't, you didn't particularly have to go there continuously, you only went there to trigger an event, was the Lou Barber hair salon.
Oh, the Lou, yes, I remember that.
Right in the corner, tucked away. It just reminds me of for me, it just kind of reminds me of just the old school barbers. You know what I mean? Kind of like tucked away. Not many people know about it. I don't know. It was just something about that location, that specific place that I liked. But another location that I particularly enjoyed, I can't remember the name of it though, was where the I think it was the place where the Yakuza were. The factory.
Something Industries.
That's the one. Something Industries. Yeah.
I can't remember. Put it in the comment, guys. Nagai Industries. Yeah.
That's the one. And I remember that place because you walked in there and you were like, "Oh, this is different."
Isn't that the building that has the Sega sign on it, right at the top?
So.
But you can only see it when you're on the other side of Dobuita.
I think so, yeah.
Because I always thought that kind of made me think when I was younger. So Sega, they're like mafia, are they? You know what I mean? It's just got the logo on the top, it's crazy, man. But I'd say my favorite store has to be obviously Tomato Convenience Store, straight up. But one of the other ones is the store where you get the move scrolls from.
The antique place.
Yeah, one of the antique places. Yeah. I used to love that place. Yeah, it was cool. But speaking about the Lou Barber hair salon, that's part of the Free Blades.
It is.
Journey, not journey. Quest, if you want to call it.
Quest. Yeah. I'm looking for Chinese people. Are you, Rio?
Yeah. Bloody hell, man. It's bad.
But no. As I said, but saying that though, from obviously from the Three Blades kind of story part, the storyline, so to speak, that kind of, I think it was that point that kind of opened up the whole kind of area and the whole game for me, really. It kind of, it just, to me, it felt like literally, it expanded the entire journey from then on in, for me anyway. I don't know about, obviously, other players, but that's how I felt. Especially when you get down to the nitty gritty with Lusan in what park was it? I can't remember the park.
Oh,
The small
Suzuki Park or something.
Suzuki Park, I think it was. Suzuki Park, and as I said, just by there, when when he's there talking about Landy, etc., with regards to
about the Chinese cartels and stuff like that.
Yeah, things like that. When he's like,
it's because of him that we have to go look for sailors as well.
That's true.
What does he say? It's like, maybe you should ask somebody in the vicinity or something like that.
Yeah, and then the ever famous line. Yeah, they've made it. Obviously, they've made a front at Yokosuka Harbour. Yep. You should ask some sailors.
Yep.
So, and that was the infamous. Hey, we're talking about sailors.
Have you seen any sailors around here?
Any sailors?
Are you a sailor? Oh gosh, man, I used to love that bit of the game. It was so cool. That's a bit before you go to is it Heartbeats? Heartbeats Bar.
That's the Heartbeats Bar. Yeah, Heartbeats Bar. Saying that though, there's another bar. I can't remember the name of it though, but you have the ability to play a pool minigame.
Oh, I know which one you're at. Is it the? I think it's what is it? MJ Jazz, MQ Jazz, something like that.
MJQ Jazz Bar. Or
I know it's by the tattoo parlor.
It is.
Yeah.
It is literally right next to the tattoo parlor.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of. I love that minigame.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think I didn't nail it. At all the first couple of times. But after a while, obviously. Because the way, obviously, back in the day, kids, you didn't have a retry. Once you did it, and you failed it, you failed it.
Yeah, you're fucked. So,
save it beforehand, fuck it up, go back, fuck it up, go back, fuck it up, and then until you finally get it.
Yeah.
But I really like that, and especially as you mentioned, going on to about Heartbeats Bar, where it's like a scene straight out of a movie. Where you're walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
Beats the crap out of these. Obviously, the two idiots that are down there.
Like, why did you say schoolboy?
What change? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, the one bit I do really, really like. I'm positive it happens. I hope I'm going to get this right. When he goes into the bar and they actually throw him like a little glass of milk.
Oh yeah, some milk. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's when he's like, perfect for a schoolboy, eh? That guy with the beard. Fuck off. Where's the sailors, man? Fuck you. Fucking milk.
Serious. Yeah. Serious. But like I said, Dobuita is just. It was a treasure trove, really, of little places like the Mahjong parlor. Remember that?
Yeah. What was that other one? The ramen cooking ramen or something. I don't know.
Oh, ramen cut. Oh,
the place with the really awesome music, like.
Yeah. Oh, that was on the corner where the tattoo parlor was. Where you had the cross. Where you turned the corner on the right.
Yeah.
It was right in front of you there.
Yeah.
But that was only open for. I think the owner of that as well. Oh no, it wasn't her. I'm thinking of one of the girls who were one of the NPCs that were in one of the bars. She had a bit of a thing with Fukusan.
Oh, I know which one you're on about. The one who's outside the MJ Jazz Club. Or
I think
it was
the one
outside before it opens. Like, I know.
Yeah. So Fukusan, what have you been up to, bro?
Yeah, he's been drilling, man.
Drilling, man.
It's been drilling.
Working that street, bro.
Did you ever see The Prostitute? You know the woman who hangs out. You know the entrance to Heartbeats Bar across from the motorcycle place. In the nighttime, there's this woman who hangs out there, and like she says something I think she says something to Rio about being too young or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but something like that. I think she knows him, like, but I can't remember. I was thought she was a prostitute. So yeah.
It probably was. Probably a family friend or something.
I know, yeah. Nah, she's a hoe.
It wouldn't surprise me. Man, woman, you are a hoe.
Yeah. But yeah, so Dobuita, like when you compare it to the other locations in the game, would you class Dobuita as your favorite location?
No.
No, yeah, same here, man.
Don't get me wrong, I thoroughly enjoyed Dobuita, obviously because it was such a diverse location. I think that location had the most things to do.
Yeah.
But for me, that wasn't my favorite location. My favorite location was New Yokosuka Harbour. Period.
Oh, the harbour was there. Oh, fair play.
I love. Come on, man. Forklift racing. Come on now. Come on now.
Man. Sakuragaoka, man. That is the place. There's something about Sakuragaoka as well. I kind of feel like Sakuragaoka was a little bit kind of. afterthought.
Not afterthought, but kind of like not really talked about much.
Yeah, I know.
If you think about it,
you didn't really do that much there, did you?
No. The only things that I remember that were there. Obviously, we'll touch on this location as well after this one.
Yeah.
But there's only a handful of like really interactive things there, to my knowledge. Again, it kind of felt like a segue from the Hazuki residence all the way through to all the way through to Dobuita itself.
Yeah.
But I said with Dobuita, the U Arcade, what a place, man.
Yes.
What a place.
I think I spent more time in there than I did actually playing the actual game.
Yeah, without shadow of doubt.
What was your favourite arcade machine, man?
My favourite one was the one where you were doing the QT with the punches.
Oh, the boxing. Yeah, I know.
I love that one, man. That was my favourite one. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the darts, but I kind of felt the darts was just, the mechanics of that was just so loose.
Yeah, it was more luck, really.
It's just, yeah, I would say up to a degree, but obviously playing Hang On and, Space Harrier and stuff like that, that again was awesome.
Yeah, those are the ones.
It's a damn shame that you couldn't play every single, obviously, machine that was there, because I didn't get, the one which was like sat at the...
it was like down. It looked like a checkers one. Something like that.
Yeah,
it's like a board game.
I don't think you could play that one though, could you?
No, I don't think you could, man. No, I don't think you could.
No, I don't think you could. But it's just again things like that I thought were just absolutely brilliant. If you know what I mean. So,
so when you were in the game, what did you find yourself doing most in Dobuita? Was there a specific thing that you did, or every time you went there in a new day for a new gameplay day, was there something you would do as soon as you got there, or?
Decided to be the awkward socialite that I was in the game and throw kicks and punches in a car park.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Yes, yes.
You think about that in real life. If you walk past and someone's just doing like, "You're right, buddy." What
I know, you'd be like,
"Man, man, I'm training my moves, boy."
I know, fuck off.
Training my moves.
Oh, I was just training in the dojo, man. I was just to go there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I kind of felt like I was doing that there. I'm not saying constantly, but I kind of felt like every day I always went to that area and obviously trained there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where else. I would probably. I don't know. I'd probably say that's it. I wasn't very kind of U Arcade. I wasn't that. I did obviously from time to time go there. I tell you one addiction, and you know what addiction that is, man.
Hey, we've got a whole episode for that coming up. I know.
But a sneak peek for listeners: capsule toys.
Yes, fucking capsule toys.
You gotta collect them all, people. You gotta collect them all.
Gotta catch them all. Definitely. Did you ever complete like a full set in the game? I know, I don't think I ever did, man. If anyone listening to this has ever got all of the collectibles, let us know in the comments below. Because I think I tried doing it, and then literally it was just like, this is going to take ages. So I just didn't bother.
If there is anyone, obviously, that has done that, and obviously they do place a comment down there, obviously we'd love to see proof as well.
I know, yeah, don't go line.
I don't know. And if that does happen, ladies and gentlemen, I will doff my cap for you. Simple as that.
Your invisible cap.
Invisible cap, the doffing of the cap. But no, I said the thing is, though, with Dobuita, the whole aspect of that location that I really liked is just the whole diversity. I know it was a city, but you saw obviously the NCPs, and that's what that's one beauty of what Shenmue was about. These NCPs, they were living out their life.
Yeah, of course.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, as Suzuki said, like I think it was in the post-mortem he did or whatever. They all had their own like daily routines how they would follow and stuff like that. Yeah. And
it's things like that I find again what sucks you in for the whole kind of environment. It's kind of like, oh, hang on. Yeah, it's not like people just hanging around in one spot for like 12, 14 hours. Doing the same thing, and but with Dobuita itself anyway, there were a couple of locations or say a couple of places there that I didn't really visit very often. The one place that I would have loved to have seen available, I don't know if it was available in the Watch Shenmue demo, was the movie theater.
Yeah, true. I'm not sure. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that to me when we were first playing it, because I'm sure it was in the I don't know. Let us know, guys.
No,
yeah.
let it know. But I'm positive at one point the movie theater was going to
be in the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it, you know, like in the game, when you look at things, like the writing comes up as the name of the place at the bottom, doesn't it? And I remember looking at it. I think the name does come up when you do look at it. Yeah. I'm not too sure about that. It's probably something they couldn't fit in or something.
That would surprise me. But again, another thing which I thought was brilliant was now I'm diverting from Shenmue and I'm going on to the Watch Shenmue demo, where they actually had the ability to ride a bike. Through.
Mate, yes.
So now that is one game mechanic which I am absolutely gutted was never kept.
Are you sure that was in the Watch Shenmue, or was it just in like?
I don't know if it. No. Actually, no. Sorry, I apologise. It wasn't the Watch Shenmue. I think I saw it in a trailer.
Yeah, I think it was in one of like the earlier builds of the game or something.
Yeah, it was one of the earlier builds. It wasn't the earlier builds. It wasn't. Positive it wasn't the Watch Shenmue. I don't think it was. I think it was a trailer. Yeah. But anyway, you know,
I've seen it. I know what you're on about.
Yeah, it's again little things like that, which I think, you know, just it's a damn shame that those kind of, you know, assets weren't actually kept and used in the final title. So, but yeah, you know, again though, obviously with Dobuita, you know, with the NCPs, etc., you know, you've got, you know, obviously I don't know all the specific names of people, but you know, it's just. All these people, like I said, they were all their own individuals, and you know, you kind of felt like I know it sounds a bit sad, but you kind of felt like you got to know them a little bit. You know what I mean?
They're my friends. You know, I got friends. You know?
I got friends in the game. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! Please talk to me.
Yeah. And then all they say is, but what was that? There's this thing that the woman says, and she's like, I don't want to talk to you, or something just really harsh.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I think that was the grumpy motherfucker, and just before you got to the bus.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, true. Who's your favorite NPC in Dobuita then?
My favorite NPC.
Yeah. Is there any one that sticks out in your mind? Because I got one. I don't know.
I got one as well.
What,
I got one. Oh, that drunk guy.
That's what I was just gonna say. Man.
I don't even know who he is. He's walking around like he's like this is a man. I'm just going home, man. Man, he's brilliant. Honestly,
you stop honestly. When you try to speak to him, he's like, ah! Oh shit, man. Oh, I used to love that guy.
But I honestly, I don't know the character's name. I don't know if he has a name.
Yeah, you probably couldn't even remember if he did.
But saying that though, he wasn't the only one. There was a couple of other NCPs that were rocking the ragdoll look, going, you know, all pissed, you know, going home and stuff. Well, I think at one point, when it's close to Christmas, the Santa, obviously the Santa NPC, I'm positive he does get, you know, there's a couple of bits.
I'm sure.
There's a couple of 2 eggnogs.
I know, yeah.
A couple 2 eggnogs now.
Yeah.
Too much.
Fucking drunk Santa walking down to Dobuita.
I'm positive, man. I'm positive.
Sure even if he wasn't drunk, he had a funny walk.
Had that lean. Got to lean on.
Yeah, man. He got the bap in it. The bap.
But again, you know, it's just Dobuita being such a huge location. Well, I say a huge location. It wasn't massive. It was. Yeah, it was a big location.
It was just really dense, like, and detailed. I think that's what made it feel big, like, because if you notice in Shenmue 2, like, you know, it's bigger, but it's not as detailed. Like, you know, especially Kowloon. Like, when you walk around Kowloon, it doesn't feel as detailed as, like, number 1 did and stuff like that.
No, I got to admit, the assets to do with the game, they weren't, I know what you mean, the textures weren't obviously as detailed.
Yeah, it's as Shenmue 1.
You know, it didn't feel as detailed as what obviously Shenmue 1 did. But if you think about it, though,
bigger locations,
Shenmue 1 at the time was just 1 chapter, whereas I think Shenmue 2 was 3.
I think it was. Because chapter 2 was the boat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or it used to be.
I'm sure it was. Yeah, I'm sure it was 3 chapters. But you know,
I give up on that. Yu Suzuki has changed his mind on that so many times. You know.
Well, I think the original idea was 16 chapters. 16 games, 16 chapters.
Yeah,
so it's a bit like what you want.
Idea, yeah.
16 games, Jesus Christ, man. Bring it on, though.
True, Keiron, I completely forgot. You're in your new game room. Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is my brother's game room.
Finally.
Looks lovely. Yeah, finally, man.
I'm out of the box room. I'm
out of the box room.
I'm out of the box room, and I'm into the big room. And I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised at the amount of crap that I actually do own.
Yeah, it was like that when I did my game tour video, man. I was like, fucking hell, yeah, I got too much stuff.
With Dobuita itself, anyway, I'm trying to think how many actual interactive kind of stores and like just locations there were within Dobuita.
It's quite a few. You'd be able to find it on the internet, but off the top of my head, I'd say easily 20. Easily.
Yeah, easily 20. Yeah. I'd say easily 20. But you know, again, the one aspect of Shenmue with its mechanics and the magic weather system is just how, you know, it every time.
Okay, since you mentioned the weather now, what was the favorite type of weather to look at Dobuita in when you were playing the game? What was your favorite type of weather?
Believe it or not, for me it was rain.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. I know everyone. I know everyone's going to say, "I love the snow."
You're bad. You're so emo.
It's
the rain.
It's the rain. It's washing my thoughts away.
It's like my heart. It's so cold.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just really like that location with
in the rain,
just that. I'll be honest with you. I like that through the entire game. To be honest,
the rain, yeah.
But again, with the magic weather system, it's just again, you know, it pioneered that kind of system in gaming.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
I'll never forget what do you remember when we used to live down the old house, and I think one day we set up the Dreamcast downstairs, and Mum was sitting in a chair. And I was playing Shenmue, and it was raining, innit? And I was running around, and all Mum says, she was like, "Why isn't he fucking getting wet?" Because what? As he was walking around, obviously his character model doesn't change when it rains, so his hair was still up and all that. It used to baffle it, like, you know, how his hair used to stay up in the rain.
Well, that's the thing. You just turned around. The power of video games.
The Dreamcast.
It's the Dreamcast. Dream.
Yep.
That you don't get wet.
Yeah. But my favorite weather was the snow, man. I used to love the snow.
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. I think 99.9% of everyone. It's snow in Japan. I feel so authentic.
It just looked amazing, man. Especially in Sakuragaoka. And the way on the actual road as well, you'd have like the tire tracks, and it was just so realistic, man. It was so much detail. It was awesome.
And another thing as well, when it comes to obviously the sound effects of the game, where you know it changed, obviously, you know the
walking sound. The sound, you had the crunch.
Things like that. And I thought that's a cool little touch.
Yeah, especially for the time.
It kind of it kind of made you. You know, a bit more, believable, and not more embedded in the actual experience.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
But I'm trying to think as well. What was the? Because obviously the first quest in Dobuita is obviously to do with the black car.
Yeah.
And obviously you go to Tom.
Go speak to Tom.
Yeah, when you go, as I said, when you go into Dobuita, obviously when you go into there first, obviously you do the first quest with in search of the black car.
Yeah.
And then you go through the infinite fountain of knowledge. That is Tom.
Tom.
Even though he's as much use as a chocolate teapot.
But yeah, I gotta say, I don't think I never saw him sell a hot dog ever throughout the whole game.
Even selling hot dogs. A man who can do a triple. Was it what move does he teach you?
Tornado.
Like a triple tornado kick. For a man who teach you a tornado kick, he ain't selling no hot dogs now.
So he's selling drugs. You want
to pay for your hot dog? Tornado kick to the face.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, Tom was a pretty cool character. I like the exchanges between him and Rio. You could tell they were friends. Cool.
It was like it was like friendly, friendly banter and stuff like that, which again I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. Definitely.
And the one thing that I did like about, obviously, obviously I know I'm just going on to Tom's kind of the stand, etc.
Yeah.
Is that it followed you obviously when you went to New Yokosuka Harbour. Obviously,
and he's right before you go into the old district, isn't he?
The old district, yeah. And I thought that's pretty cool. I know it's something tiny,
yeah,
but it's just something like that. It was just it was, again, little touches.
Yeah, that was the best thing about Shenmue, man. Just those little touches. It made the whole game like it was so cool.
Again, though, another one that I did like was when you had the I can't remember the name now. I know one of them was called Anarchy. Anuki or something. The two the two high school schoolgirls, the guys.
Oh, the dark navy ones. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Right on the edge by Lou Barber hair salon.
No, it wasn't by there. It was by Tomato convenience store. When Ryo's walking down, he has that QT scene where
sorry,
they
man. The guys. I thought you meant the two girls.
Yeah.
The two guys.
Yeah, well, but as I said again, one of those characters following you into New Yokosuka Harbour as well, and and I like it because it just goes to show obviously that these characters, as you said, they're living their own life.
Yeah.
They're living their own life in their world, etc. And again, it's just again a cool game mechanic.
Yeah, definitely.
That was put in there.
Definitely.
What I would say one of the kind of weirder locations in Dobuita, or one of the the NCPs that I kind of felt was a bit out of place was you remember the guy who sewed patches?
Oh yeah. What was his name? My name was Xiao Song Ming. It's crazy.
And you're a bit like, hang on, mate. You're in a really tight box. And he's like, yeah. It was just, I don't know.
Patches,
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put your patches on, man.
I know. Yeah. He was one of the Free Blades members, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
He was one of the Itoi-san.
I think so.
Is
you
it
might be right. Yeah.
Let us know, guys. Let us know.
But again, with Dobuita itself, when the penultimate quest for me was Charlie.
Oh fuck me! I remember, man, when we first got the game, looking for Charlie, or trying to, because he's in the tattoo parlor, isn't he? Behind the curtain, isn't it? Is that Charlie?
No.
The one with the glasses? The little shades?
Yes. Yeah. It is him, yes.
Trying to figure that out, man. Fuck me. I think the way you figure it out is just finding the tattoo parlor, isn't it? Or you get a tip off someone. I couldn't remember.
I honestly cannot remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I honestly can't remember. Because obviously I know you... Obviously, I know it's obviously the Heartbeats bar, which starts it off.
Heartbeats, yeah.
And then I think obviously then you're just asking around, etc. I think when you go to the motorcycle shop, when you ask him and he says he's got like a leather jacket or something like that,
thinks because he drives around on a Harley, thinks it makes him a horse.
And actually it's one of the, I can't remember the name of the jacket store, but it's the jacket store, and he tells you he's there around a certain time every day.
Yeah, like 7 o'clock, and he's like bashing his jackets or something, wasn't he? Something like that, saying his jackets were lame, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that obviously with the the tattoo parlor scene, with that that QTE scene, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then obviously then you had the chase sequence then, didn't you?
Was that with Charlie?
Sure it was. I'm sure it was, because obviously... Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't, because
that was with the people from the tickets place.
Yeah, that's the one. Sorry, yeah, because he pinned him down, didn't he, and asked him some more information. And then obviously it gave up to do with the harbour and stuff like that. So
yeah.
But it's just obviously there were fair play. There was a lot of kind of like events which happened in Dobuita.
I think the ages that we were when we played the game were the perfect ages though, because like you don't know really what you're doing, if that makes any sense, but it adds to the experience then, doesn't it? Because it's all it's all up in air, and it is cool. Because I find these days, like these days when I play games, it's a lot of go do this, go do that, go do this. But Shenmue kind of, it would just give you a clue. It's like, this is what you've got to do, go figure it out. You know what I mean? Where there'd be no waypoints or anything like that. It would just
that's true. True.
I miss gaming. I hope number 3 is like that, man. I hope I hope it don't hold your hand.
I hope as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's one of my ultimate fears. But as you can turn around, and say obviously Shenmue again is the training simulator for the future detective.
The PI.
The PI, yeah. You want to be a PI? Play Shenmue.
Yep, get on it, man. Get your notebook. You'll be fine.
But no, as I said, I do hope that obviously Shenmue 3 retains that, and I hope it doesn't deviate from it in any way. Obviously, I know. I'll be honest with you. I know if people were to, I watched a review the other day with someone who had played Shenmue for the first time.
Yeah.
They were of a younger age, and they obviously gave their opinion on what they thought of the game. And as they mentioned, everyone. But I suppose you could say with every other game, all the classics like Final Fantasy VII and a couple of other key titles, where people look at it with kind of like the nostalgia glasses, with things like that.
Yeah.
But then again, kind of the retort to that is that hang fire. This game actually paved way for things what they are today.
Of course, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, Shenmue has got problems. It has got issues.
Oh, definitely.
Especially in the control department.
But, it's clunky, very clunky.
But as you said, like when I play Shenmue now, like you can clearly see its faults. But as you said, you think to yourself, no, this is where it all began. We wouldn't have the games we have today if it wasn't for Shenmue.
No. But one of the comments which in the video which did make me kind of really kind of laugh out loud. Which is more or less, it was with the combat element. And he said, "Oh well, with regards to this combat element, I went in thought it was the same kind of combat element as the Batman Arkham series." And I was like, "No." It was literally like this. It was literally like it was literally like the Maximilian thing. I was literally like, "What? Excuse me?
What?"
You watch Sunshine, but again, it's just obviously I know Shenmue. A lot of people, like myself, we look at it with nostalgia glasses, and it's got its problems, left, right, and center. But it's just when people, well, that's what I mean. And there's a charm about it. There's a certain charm about the game.
That's the word.
I can't. It's so hard to kind of pin down specifically why it's become as cult as it has done, and why people revere it so much.
I think it's because of that charm. I think it is because of that charm that it's like gained this, as you said, almost cult status.
Well, it has. It's gained notoriety. Not on the levels, obviously, of kind of like Final Fantasy VII, etc.
Yeah.
But
of course,
like I said, the fan base, which obviously we're part of, is it goes to prove with the Kickstarter. It clearly goes to show,
breaking records and
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, it's great to see people go back and play that game. Obviously, I never experienced it. For instance, obviously, when the announcement of Shenmue 3 came up, and people were like, well, what is this?
Yeah.
I want to go back and play this. Like, but why are people losing their minds?
Did you notice as well, as soon as number 3 was announced, the prices of Shenmue 1 and 2 and Dreamcasts on fucking eBay went from about here to fucking there. It's bad, man.
You know what it's like. It's always the same. And the problem is that I've got to that is that it's kind of putting people out that want to experience that game.
Of course,
there are ways and means to play Shenmue that emulation. This is something I don't really condone doing.
I don't really agree with emulation.
No, I don't really condone doing. But at the end of the day, I know obviously you haven't heard me say this, but if you need to do it that way to experience it, then maybe that's the route you should go.
If you're broke, get an emulator.
If you're broke, you got no money, get yourself an emulator, boy. But no, again though, it's just the whole thing with emulation, it's kind of like, I know we're going off on a tangent now, but it's kind of like,
fine, man.
but it's kind of like a whole, it's kind of like a double-edged sword,
It is, yeah.
Most people, piracy issues and stuff like that, and, fair enough, that's completely understandable. But then again, the other aspect is that it's keeping these games alive.
Yeah.
When you've got no kind of real way of ever gaining them in a physical kind of format.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's a bit, for me, it's a double-edged sword. But I I do agree with you. The whole price going up as soon as it was announced was, but like, come on now.
It's just bullshit, man. It's just resellers, isn't it, man? They're just jumping on the bandwagon,
Well,
if you notice now, the prices have come down now since it got announced. So.
Well, that's what I mean. It's just people just get just greedy bastards. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Greedy bastards. But back to Dobuita. We're off on a tangent again.
Back to Dobuita. What else can we say about Dobuita? We haven't already said.
We could touch on the music.
Oh no! I thought we were going to do a whole episode to do.
Yeah. About the background track.
I'll tell you what we can touch upon, and what most people did want to touch, and that's Nozomi, and the flower shop with her grandmother.
The flower shop. I don't. Yeah. No, that was
Because there are a few cutscenes that take place with Nozomi in Dobuita, in there. I think it's when you come out of the tattoo parlor, and she talks about Ryo going to college, like having to choose a college, and he's
in his entrance exams or something like that.
And he says something to the effect of it has to have karate, but you can tell from his voice and by his actions that he's dead set on obviously getting revenge. For his dad, like. Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. But the thing is, though, she kind of, obviously, I don't know if I want to come across and say she's the love interest. She
is, man. She is.
Yeah.
The sexual tension between those two is fucking. Seriously, man, you could fucking cut it. It's just bad, man. Bad. Like,
no, I know what you mean.
That one scene towards the end, like, is it the goodbye scene or when they're in the park? Or something like that, and she just puts her head on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's after he rescues her, doesn't he? From
yes.
I know. He's like, man, get off me! What the hell?
What the fuck are you touching me for?
I gotta get on a boat.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
What did she give him as well? She gives him something, don't she? Is it like an amulet? Something. I can't remember what it is.
Actually, no, you're right.
It's like a little stone or amulet or something.
I think it is, I think you're right. I think it's like an amulet or something like that. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and then he takes it, then you have it in Shenmue 2, don't you?
Yeah, and then you try and pawn it.
Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell, kid.
Well, at the end of the day, come on, man. I had to turn some money somehow, didn't I? I was fed up of arm wrestling sailors. I was fed up of arm wrestling sailors.
Oh man, fucking lucky hit.
Lucky hit, man.
We've got to do a whole episode on lucky hit, man.
Oh, lucky hit, yeah, definitely. I tell you one thing as well that you could talk about. Obviously, this is when we eventually touch on Shenmue 2. Everyone, talking about the various jobs. And things that you
we'll do that whole episode to do with jobs. What was the other guy? the one with the crate, didn't it? When he's like, need it. Need it. And you drop it.
Yeah. It's like left.
I know.
Left. Right.
Straight.
Oh, it's brilliant. That's good though. I love that. I thought it was brilliant.
Cool, man. I used to love doing that.
Yeah, but as I said, obviously Nozomi being a key character in Dobuita, Tom as well. Who else? Who was the other guy who worked in the Chinese restaurant?
Oh, what's his name? The helper for what's Tao-san is the cook.
Yes,
but I know what guy you're on about. The guy who you buy a drink for.
Yeah, glasses. He's got the glasses on.
Because isn't it in number 2? Like you can find his brother.
Brother's there.
His brother's there. Yeah.
He's in one of the apartments. And again, that's a little Easter egg which not many people knew about, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I found out about that actually quite recently.
Is it Wong? Or something like Wong?
I can't remember, man. I think it might be
Wang or Wong.
Wang. Let us know, guys. Let us know.
Yeah. Again, let us know because our lack of knowledge on characters is ridiculous.
Yeah, sweet man. So make sure you check out the Corey Marshall interview. Adam Korlick will be up soon. Merry Christmas, guys. We hope you have a good one too, even though this will be up after Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve today. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve today, just to let you know. We're not insane. So Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, everyone.